Hey guys, Adrienne here, on my way to the studio. Gonna give you a great show today. Hope you're tuning in. See ya.
Here we go. It's just past 4 o'clock on Sunday. And if you're not too busy stalking the Ashley Madison hacked pages to see how many of your neighbors had a membership, you can spend the next hour listening to me bitch about Cincinnati's real estate market. The choice is yours. Also, have you ever seen a home in a movie and wished it was your house? Or maybe you've seen a home in a really scary movie and thought there's no way in hell you'd ever live there? Well, either way, another home from a famous movie has just hit the market, and here's a hint.
Rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again.
Do you think you might know what movie that famous line is from? I'll be back to let you know after this quick break. My phone lines are open, 749-5500. So give me a call. When I come back, I'll be bringing my sidekick, Greg Schmidt with MB Financial Bank, with me to answer any questions you may have about getting a mortgage loan. So stay with me right here where it matters on 55KRC, the talk station. Welcome back to Cincinnati's favorite Sunday show, Tough Market Real Estate Radio Hour Live. I'm Adrienne Daugherty, Cincinnati's real estate consultant with 55KRC and Park Realtors. My phone lines are open for any questions about real estate or a mortgage. You can Facebook or tweet me at Tough Market, or give me a call here at the studio at 749-5500. That's 749-5500. If you're outside the listening area, the number is 1-800-823-TALK, or you can even log into 55krc.com and shoot me an instant message right there. I seen this video that showed where Los Angeles dropped like 96 million black plastic balls into a lake. And the reason they did this was to try to stop the lake's water evaporation. 96 million little black balls. So I guess the water, you know this isn't going to work. You know this, right?
Oh, I can't imagine that it would.
Okay. I wouldn't think so because if they're trying to stop the lake's water evaporation, why use black plastic balls? It's not like it's going to reflect the sun, Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you put black on water, it's going to absorb the sun. It's going to absorb heat. Mm-hmm. Did you ever wear a black shirt on a hot day and got hotter when you just wore the shirt?
Yes.
And people say it's so dark or so hot out. Why are you wearing a black shirt?
But you don't want to block out the sun going into that lake either, because you got to create photosynthesis, don't you? You got to do something down there that keeps the algae. You're just like part of that survey I did earlier. We were just reading too much into it. I mean, but why use black plastic balls? I have no idea.
Well, here's what happened. It actually absorbed the heat from the sun a lot faster, because with heat comes evaporation. All right, it's 4:30 in the afternoon. I'll be right back to answer your calls, emails, and messages after this break. My phone lines are open. The number is 749-5500. Stay with me right here where it matters on 55KRC, the talk station.
55KRC, the talk station. The biggest names in music. The Who, Janet Jackson, Blake Shelton, Katie Chesney, Fall Out Boy, and more.
Guess we're glad they were blue balls.
They were blue. You should have said that.
MGM Grand, Las Vegas.
Now comes the part of my show where I get to vent about what's pissing me off this week, that I call my rant for the week. Now, I know there are a lot of real estate agents that listen to my show every Sunday, and that's to be expected because you want to keep up on what your competition is doing. And in my opinion, I also expect that there are at least 4 different types of agents that listen to my show. The first type of agents that listen to my show because they genuinely do want to learn something from a realtor who has been in this business for literally almost 3 decades. The second type of agents, I'm assuming, listen to my show because they support what I have to say about this sometimes cutthroat competitive business, and because, let's face it, they love the fact that one of their own has the platform of a radio show where I get to say things that they only wish they could ever say or had the nerve to say for themselves. And the third of the 4th type of agent that listens to my show may listen just because they find my personality to be entertaining, because let's face it, we all know I am a big personality. And someone asked me on this show last week if I thought I ever pissed off other real estate agents by disclosing so much truth behind this business. And after I pondered on how to answer that question, my answer was yes. A resounding yes, if I recall. And for all I know, that question was probably asked by a realtor, which brings me to the fourth type of agent that may be listening to my show. And you can probably guess which type of agents these are, can't you? That's right, the haters. Now, I assume that any sales profession has its fair share of haters, of those that have done well for themselves and have reaped the rewards or enjoyed the tasty fruits of the many years of their labor. And maybe this also holds true for those professions that aren't in sales positions as well. You know, like hating your boss where you work because, well, I don't know, because they're the boss. And, maybe you just hate them for that reason, just that they are the boss, or because they're in a position that you yourself would like to be in, but you're not. Whatever the case may be, there always seems to be someone who's hating on someone who has done better and continues to do better than the ones doing the hating. Why is that? There's a name for this type of person who takes delight in hiding in the shadows, just waiting for that moment where they can see other successful people stumble or even fail at something that they're trying to do. You know, those that hang on to every single word that comes out of my mouth because you're just waiting in the wings for me to say something that you can use against me so that you can run to the board with complaints about ethics and agency and blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm here to tell you, if I have not given you enough of what you need by now, in a year's time, you might think that you might as well just stop trying to be a hater and, well, I don't know, maybe enjoy the damn show instead of constantly looking for fault. Every agent that listens to this show knows that I'm telling the truth with every single word that comes out of my mouth, whether it's from my own experience, whether it's from statistics, or whether it's from creative or curative reporting. It all comes down to one thing: my opinion. And guess what? Everyone has one. So this year, with what will be my 26th anniversary as a full-time realtor in Cincinnati and having sold thousands of homes in the span of my career, I actually have earned proven experience to actually give one, an opinion that is, and get paid for it. Is it really just eating you up inside so much that you just can't stand it? Why is that? And for those of you that call the radio station to whine and complain by saying, well, I'm a realtor and she's saying things like open houses don't sell houses and this is how I sell homes. And she's saying brochure boxes are hurting my clients' chances of selling their home. Cut rate agents are bad and she's giving us realtors a bad name. On the contrary, it's crybabies like you that give me a bad name. If you're a bad agent, I'm sure that you're making yourself look bad without any help from me whatsoever. So, and just so you know, this show's about the consumer. It's not about you. Surely you know who the consumer is, right? All right, it's not you. Maybe if you quit whining, complaining, and being so worried about what I'm doing, start focusing on yourself, you might find yourself 26 years from now, sitting in this very chair, hosting your own radio show with an opinion of your own. That's my rant, and that's my show. Thank you, everyone, for listening. I'll be back next Sunday at 4 to tell you what's pissed me off next week, as well as to give you the 411 on what's really going on in the real estate market right here in Cincinnati, where it matters, on 55 KRC. The talk station. And there's my show. Hope you liked it. Tune in next week. You never know what the hell's going to come out of my mouth. I never know what's going to come out of my mouth. I like to be surprised as everybody else is about what comes out of my mouth. See you then.